this up here. All right, Charlie, we are live. I'll just turn that off. I don't have anybody on just yet, but let me go ahead. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know we are going to be talking about Redbox Global today, and it is a new news service that just came to the market in January, and it is available for a free 2-week trial if you guys want to sign it up. The link is in the description below, and it's also on the screen. I'll go ahead and take it right on over to you, Charlie. So go ahead, guys. This is Charlie Wade to talk to us about Redbox Global.
Cheers, Jane. Yeah, like Jane said, I'm Charlie Wade, and I'm CEO of Redbox Global, and we've got a product called Redbox. It's only been on the market for about 8 weeks. You may have heard of us already, you may have signed up, so in which case, I'm going to sort of skip past the first 5 minutes of this, but if you haven't signed up, that's probably the first thing to do. We don't need any credit card information or anything off of you, so just sign up now, and then we can sort of go through things together. And the worst way is in 2 weeks' time, you will just be activated. So I'm on the website now, which is redboxglobal.co.uk, so just click sign up. Sign in here, take literally 2 minutes to make up an account. And then once that's done, just literally go through, fill this in, and agree to the terms and conditions, sign up, and within 2 or 3 minutes you should be on. And anyone that does sign up, I'll be able to see sort of as we go, but I don't know if anyone's in the room just yet. So
we have 5 on right now.
Oh, there's 5 on?
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, if you just want to sign up, and then we can sort of run through together. It'll take literally 2 minutes to sign up. Don't need any information of you other than a valid email address. You'll just get, once you've signed up, you'll get an email, verification email sent to the email address you provided. So it's important you provide a real email address, otherwise the email will go sort of to nowhere and you wonder why you won't be able to get in. So once you've got your email, just click verify and sign in with your email that you put in and your password, and then you should be on. So once you're on, this is what you're going to be looking at. This is what the Redbox terminal looks like. Jane, is that clear?
Yes.
I'm
seeing it clearly. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so this is what the Redbox terminal itself looks like. It's split into different depending on what you're looking at. As you can see, all news. Right, left here, global, commodities, fixed income, and some pieces on analysis. So the thing about Redbox is not only has it got analysts spitting out data and reports constantly, it's also got Twitter API and other social media APIs. But the Twitter API you can see here. We've got a lot of the top one CMC, Reuters, you can see Bloomberg. So that way you're not having to be on TweetDeck or Twitter, and you can try and keep it a bit more work focused. So you can just sort of keep an eye on sort of the main companies, see what they're saying whilst you're looking at the terminal itself. So what the terminal is, it's a real-time news feed. It's currently on sale at $78 a month or £60 a month, which is a lot cheaper than some of the competitors. And the real key thing about this news terminal is that it's real time. A lot of times you'll see ones that are free or ones that are even quite cheap, but they will always be delayed 2-3 minutes. But this is a real time news terminal. So if you're looking to trade figures, looking to trade any news pieces, this is going to be sort of the terminal for you. So as you can see, as I'm just chatting away, you can see things popping up, stuff to do with Trump, the Democrats. Obviously today it's been Brexit, left, right and centre. Something else you can do with the news feed is just hitting Control F and typing in Brexit, and you can see all the news pieces that have been out today with Brexit, which is very useful if you're trading anything sort of pound related, whether it's cable or the FTSE, even any of the European products, the DAX.
Or the big one too right now is Boeing with their grounding of the MAX aircraft.
Yeah, so if we go to another great example over the last 2 days now, Boeing's been a great one. So I've just typed in Boeing, and that's, scroll down here, this is all the news today that's been out to do with Boeing. So instead of basically waiting and hearing about this in the papers the day after, in blogs, hours and hours afterwards, this is getting the news to you as soon as it breaks. So you're able to have, a lot bigger opportunity to profit, because you're getting the news along with the institutions, as opposed to reading about it and being the last person to know. But like Jane said, it's been the last, 2 or 3 days for Boeing stuff?
It was 2 days ago. Well, Sunday was the incident with the Ethiopian aircraft, and the aftermath has been the past 2 days, and then today as well with Canada grounding the aircrafts.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday there was pretty much negative news hitting the wires all day long of countries or companies grounding the 737. And then off the back of that news, the stock was getting hit, and obviously the day before. But anytime you see a bit of negative news, you can either sort of trade on the back of it, or you can just, like Jane has sort of done, is use it to create an overarching look at the company. Not just necessarily a short-term spin, but thinking, okay, right, I might take a short position for the long term because it's overdone. Or, equally, when you're privy to this information coming out, you might sort of use it as an investment opportunity further down the line. Okay, Boeing's been hit, stock's been hit, that's worth a no. It's off 13%. Okay, maybe it's worth buying something here for the long term. But that's the great thing, is about you're getting the news as it breaks. 2 days ago, Nvidia announced that it was going to acquire a company, and as soon as they announced it at 11 o'clock GMT, you had maybe 5-10 minutes or so before the market really got hold of that information and it started to sort of spread elsewhere. And in that time, you could have bought, I think, 148, and I think it's trading like 168 or something like that now. An easy sort of 10-15% in that.
Charlie, can you remove the search filter, please?
Yeah.
That way we can see the live time as well.
Sorry. So that's the great thing about Redbox, is getting the opportunity to get on things early rather than hearing about them much further down the line. And I think the Nvidia example a few days ago was, it broke on Redbox, and you had 10-20 minutes before it clearly got anywhere else. And that's when sort of maybe the institutions are buying, because it's literally been in a straight line since. And if you are trading this Brexit stuff, the FTSE, or the cable, it's been fantastic. Headlines that are breaking all the time, and like I said, it's not about just trading the headlines. It's about being more informed and maybe taking a longer term position, or maybe just saying, right, it's choppy, I'm going to stay flat, I'm going to get out of this, I'm going to hold. So I think that's the great thing about using a terminal, about using news, which is real time, is you can use it with whichever strategy you wish, whether it's a short-term strategy, buying and sort of selling very quickly, or vice versa, on the back of news which is broken out, whether it's Middle Eastern, Saudi Arabia, OPEC news, maybe they cut production, and that's going to cause a quick 20-30 tick spike in oil for you to profit off of, or whether it's Nvidia making an acquisition and you think, well, I've wanted to buy this stuff for a while, now it's time to buy and hold for a long while. Anyway, I'll go through some of the features.
And the window too, like when you move the window so that people don't have to have it up on their full screen.
Yeah. So with traders, obviously, screen space is super important. As you can see by the screens behind me, traders usually have quite a lot of screens. Screen space is very important. So something that's great with the Redbox is you can just you can minimize that. And let me show you. So that's how it looks normally. And then as you sort of shrink it to the side, you can decide to look at just global commodity news, which for myself, I trade a lot of indices and stuff. That's all I'm really looking at, is the big global news and the commodity pieces. However, if you slide it even thinner, you're looking at all news, and that's great. Again, if screen space is at a premium and you just want to devote small space to it, and just keep an eye on it. Another little nice thing about Redbox, you haven't seen any as we've been speaking, but red is important news, yellow is news of higher importance, and the news in yellow, will actually flash. So what's really nice about it is when you're sitting there and you have to put it up in a whichever way, full screen or smaller, it just catches your eye. I just desk pin it up, put it in the corner, but anytime I see a bit of flashing news, it just catches my eye. It also has an audible alert, so if you see that Theresa May's just said X, Y, Z, catches your eye, and then maybe you're realising maybe I should get flat, maybe I should see what's going on in the market. So it's really nice to sort of have that flash, so you're sort of constantly aware of the bigger news pieces as well.
And the time is in your own local time, so like it's 12:50 here on my screen, it would be showing 12:50:05. The wealthy parents in college admission scam may face IRS wrath.
Yeah, which is quite handy. It's also got a nice chat feature as well, and when you click on the chat, it comes up with different chat groups you might have on there, different friends you can have on there. Some people have trade groups on there, sharing trade ideas. Also as well, while you've got these trade ideas on here, you've also got the news on the right hand side, which is great because then you're sort of, you're not getting too far away from the news, whereas other times you're sort of chatting away and you're not realising what's going on. So that's sort of quite nice. You can chat with the brokers, you can chat to any sort of fellow traders within the app, so you're seeing the news popping up on the right hand side, which you can actually filter as well. So if you may be trading commodities, you can again have that on the right hand side while you're chatting away to a broker, friend, whomever, and that's a nice little feature as well.
And Charlie, I know the big question for a lot of people is it available on mobile yet?
Yeah, so it's not available on an app on the mobile. You can sign in on mobile. I sometimes do when I pop out down the shops or whatever, I sometimes do. But we are creating that. It will probably be another 2 or 3 months, I'd imagine, at this rate. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of demand for an app, as you may imagine. And that way we can maybe just set it so you can get the most important news. So when you're out, as you leave your screen for 5 minutes and you get a notification. Maybe something about buying, maybe something about the trades you've got on. It's obviously really useful. So we're definitely going to get it out because traders, even though they like spending time at their screen, it's very important to get away from them at times. But equally, if you have got a big position on,
I use my phone 100% when I'm at the gym to keep an eye on everything, so it definitely is important.
Yeah, same. I always log into my screens from where I am, and it's very important, so it's definitely something we're working on. But at the moment, I do just log into it on the browser on my phone. But yeah, we are definitely going to have an app with push notifications to sort of alert people of the news of the highest importance. Or basically toggle it to whatever you wish, but definitely be able to log on and also be able to have messaging capabilities on it as well, so you can keep in touch with your brokers, friends on the app as well. So that's going to come soon. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of interest at the moment, and people are getting really good feedback on their free trials. And the great thing is because it's only £60, $78 a month. It's one trade could pay for a year, whether that was being alerted yesterday to buying, perhaps you went short, or buying Nvidia 2 days ago on the acquisition. There's so many examples just this week. There's a great one, I think, about a month ago now, with Tesla announcing a 7% cut in their workforce. And it was a great opportunity to get short. And that went, 10% roughly, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, and one of the best ones, I think it was about 5 weeks ago, was the downgrade of the Eurozone. you sold a one lot DAX futures, you made €2,000 before you could blink, basically. So, it did stick around. It stuck around for like 5 minutes, I believe. I've got a picture of the chart somewhere from when we reported it. It stuck around for about 5 minutes. And if you just sold a one lot DAX with a tight stop, obviously DAX being, German versus Euro, Euro's been getting downgraded. It will just come off in a straight line, and it's an easy €1,000-2,000 depending on your appetite, just on a one lot futures. So that can pay for a year of Redbox or whatever. So that's the sort of view of it. But yeah, it's definitely a good thing. Is there any questions, Jane?
No questions have popped up. We have 6 people on it right now watching with us live in the middle of the day.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's definitely, I know yesterday I was watching it and seeing all the Boeing news and, another airline announcing they were grounding, another country banning it from their airspace, and now today with, half of North America, with Canada saying, nope, we're done until there's further notice from Boeing or the FAA, and that could be, another 6 weeks, because they're saying the end of April with the potential software update, which they mentioned with the Lion Air crash 5 months ago. So I think the general population is doing the right thing of saving lives first, and then, okay, if it's just a software update, go ahead and roll that out and we'll protect lives first.
Yeah, I also think people are going to be very skeptical to get on one again, very, very cautious. Once people start getting on them again and there's successful flights, and people will, get back on them. But at the moment, there is that fear, and you can obviously see that in the stock price as well. But yeah, yesterday was a big one when Germany announced they were grounding flights. There was a decent little move after that to the downside. We saw some recovery at the end of the day, and following into today as well. But yeah, it's not over yet. So it's just a case of whether it's a longer term short play, or if you're a long-term investor, or whether this is just a great opportunity to buy for the long term. But I just feel like being aware of these things and having a service that can do that just brings these things to your attention, whether it's a short-term in and out trade or taking a longer-term view on some of these stocks.
Definitely. And it's great because people around the world can use it when they're trading the markets.
Yeah, that's it. At the moment, it's just under 24-hour service. It will be 24 hours probably, maybe at the end of the month at this rate, which is great for, we're seeing a lot of uptake in Canada and the US, but with Australia knocking at the door, it's kind of like, well, it needs to be 24 hours now, so it will be 24 hours very soon, hopefully. But the Twitter API is 24 hours. The analysts themselves, about 15 of them, that's not 24 hour. As of yet, I think it's about 18 or 19 hours. So I think about 4 o'clock your time, it sort of quiets down.
That's 4 p.m. Yeah, once the market's closed.
About that, yeah. Once the market closes, it usually quiets down until the evening again. Yeah. So UK time is about 1 a.m. till 9 p.m. So there's a few hours there to cover yet, which are usually really quiet. But we do want to be 24 hours straight away.
They just found the black boxes from the crash, and they're going to be sent to Germany right there under the analysis.
Yeah. Where's that? Under the
1640 51.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's oh yeah, I had that earlier. They were going through the transcripts.
Yeah.
Of the black box. No, it's right.
Well, thank you, Charlie. I don't think that we have any further questions at this time. And guys, you guys can definitely sign on and try it free for 2 weeks, and definitely give them feedback. It's in the development phase, newer, just the beginning of the year it was available. So definitely give feedback as to what you'd like to see. One thing that I'd mentioned was even potentially selecting different commodities, because not everybody's going to just trade oil or gold or whatever, but to be able to select that. So if you guys have any feedback, also let them know and check it out.
Yeah, we're always looking for feedback. I mean, we're traders ourselves, so we just want the best thing for us too, selfishly. But yeah, we've only been live about 8 weeks. So yeah, it's really not that long. So we are still growing and we're still making improvements. But yeah, just let us know. If you want to sign up for a 2-week trial, 2-week free trial, that's great. We don't need any of the details whatsoever. Yeah, which is great. And then, you know, always give us feedback afterwards. And if you have any questions, you can see us on our Twitter at RedboxWire or email us at redbox@redboxglobal.com.
Perfect. And I'll put that all in the comments below. Thank you. Thank you again, Charlie, and thank you guys for watching, and please let us know if you guys have any questions or if you want to reach out to Charlie. You know, again, it's Redbox Wire and on Twitter, and then right on the homepage you can go ahead and email them. Thanks again, Charlie. I'm going to go ahead and end it.
Thank you, Jane.